Welcome back to the New York Sports Exchange, episode number 198. And Tim, this is hell.
It's been a long week.
This is hell. This has been
it's only Friday. It's only Friday.
Yeah, it's only Friday. Special weekend edition. This will be out by Saturday morning. But Pete Alonso, not a Met. He's now with the Baltimore Orioles. Edwin Díaz is a Los Angeles Dodger.
That's bad for both of us. That's not good for anyone.
That's not good for any of us.
Stan, think about this. Really, think about this. Finals week, my finals prep.
Yeah, you're being shafted.
Diaz leaving. Alonso leaving. Bo Horvath gets hurt. I am just gone through the ringer in the past 3 days.
This is very bad. We're going to recap some of the offseason moves in Major League Baseball. I mean, most of them are involving the Mets, unfortunately.
I do have, we will also get to Stan's. I didn't mention this earlier, but what Stan's idea of the Mets plan is going to end up looking like? Because I do have some questions for an outside fan perspective on how this team might end up turning into.
I don't understand. Like, they're punting the season.
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But I want to ask you where turns his head.
I don't know. I really don't know where.
And no one does.
That's what I said in the video. I was like, "What's the plan here? Like,
and then,
is there a plan?"
Suarez just got signed, so that's out of the plan.
Suarez.
So I don't know what the plan is.
That's the plan. I don't get it. I don't understand it. We're gonna dive into the winter meetings. NFL. Giants run a bye. Jets lose.
Shelled.
Yeah, whatever.
They got shelled.
Brady Cook going to be starting.
Is he the future? I mean, he looked all right. Not great.
He looked all right. He'll be starting on Sunday. We're going to give our week 15 down to the wire.
It's over. If anyone's been following it, it's over.
It's not looking good for Tim. According to the math, and this is right, I need to win 3 get 3 bets within the next 3 weeks. Once I get 24 wins.
3 for 9. That's essentially what you need to do.
I need to go 33% within the next
MLB. That's a
3
lot.
weeks. Yeah, that's a 333 batting
average.
That's
my fucking win percentage right now for this whole thing.
We're gonna dive into the NFL best bets. College football. The playoff is set.
It's not even the biggest thing. It ain't even the biggest.
Not pleased.
I wouldn't be pleased
to say the
either.
least.
But that ain't even the biggest thing out of college football, Stan. I know we talked about. You know what?
Moore.
You take it away.
Fired. This is bad. Like this. And now for Michigan, here the funny thing about Michigan is that this upcoming season was already a make or break year for Sharon Moore.
Well, it's obviously a break.
Now it's completely broken for obvious reasons. For those that don't know, Sharon Moore is in jail.
Custody, right? I don't know if
custody. No, he was in arraignment today.
No, they got him. Okay, I didn't know that happened. Okay,
he was arraigned. It seems like he's gonna be out on bond. It was like $25,000. It wasn't really.
It's just not looking good. It's not looking good.
Not looking good for him. It is not. We're gonna dive into what's next for Michigan. Who they hire? Are they gonna stay in house? Is Wink Martindale a possibility? Bliff got the most out of Bryce Underwood. In those 2 games that Sharon Moore wasn't coaching.
I wonder where he was.
Yeah, wonder where he was. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, that's actually kind of insane. Do they hire out of house? Is Brian Kelly a possibility?
I hate hearing Chip Kelly's name getting thrown around.
Brian Kelly?
Oh, Brian Kelly. Sorry. Yeah, I listen.
Could be Chip Kelly too at this point.
Well, yeah, could be Gruden.
Nah, I don't think so.
I saw Portnoy was just throwing that all over Twitter.
Yeah.
He's like, bring him in.
Bring him in. Then the NBA, the Knicks actually might be making a trade soon. As a matter of fact. Jose Alvarado.
I heard it's him or DiVincenzo. I heard a report today.
I saw the DiVincenzo thing too, but then I read that DiVincenzo... Oh my God, where was the tweet? There is interest in DiVincenzo, but I don't think it is... Let me find it. Oh yeah. As optimism builds among Knicks fans, some caution is warranted. League sources say Dante DiVincenzo return isn't viewed as unrealistic, but the more attainable target for the Knicks at this stage is Jose Alvarado, who is widely considered as the more likely acquisition. I would say DiVincenzo, save that for like a February move.
Oh, you still want him, just not right now.
Not right now. No, we don't. We need a guy like Alvarado right now. I mean, I like Tyler Kolek, but he's just not cutting it.
I mean, if a name like that, it was never going to be Tyler Kolek.
Yeah, you could be on the money with that. Okay, let's hang on. Apply. Lord, don't fail me now.
Well, because we're talking Knicks real quick, just to mention the Cavs. This Lonzo Ball thing might not have worked out. I don't.
Why? No good?
Yeah, I don't know if you peeped him. He just
No,
isn't. He's not
not
good.
good?
Not good.
No.
No.
Shit.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
you
know.
needed.
Let me pull up his because the shooting metrics have just 29 from the field. I mean, he's just been bad, man.
Sorry, I just saw God.
Wait, you want to laugh? You want to laugh even harder, Stan? Last 10 games, Lonzo Ball, 20% from the field, 17 from three, 50% from the free throw line. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? All right, let's dive in. Let's dive right into it. Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
I don't know. I sent you some very vulgar text. I'm not a big fan of Stearns at the moment.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone is.
Right?
This is Nico Harrison territory.
Yeah, and I listen. I mean, everyone said everything by now. You've heard everything. It's just they wouldn't get up to the years. They didn't even offer him anything. There was no rebuttal in that contract talks. They didn't come back with anything, which is just such a slap in the face. Not even to him, but to the fans. And you think about 2 years ago what they really had going for them when they made that run is that they were a family. I mean, the whole buzz around the organization is that this is a family.
Do you believe the smoke of that it was a fractured locker room?
Every locker room's got their issues, dude. This is not this was just a ploy by New York Mets letting this come out so Cohen and Stearns can take some heat off their shoulders, because there's just no way Pete Alonso was the problem in the locker room. Are you kidding me? And then you get same thing with Diaz. No way Sugar was the problem either. It's just you took away from the one thing they had that all these other real big market teams, it feels like they did. Other than I hate the Dodgers. I'm not even going to mention the Dodgers. But it's just all these other big market teams didn't have was that family feel where they had that true camaraderie as a team, where it seemed like everyone really bonded together and they lifted each other up, and that's what worked for them. And then you go into this year and it's like, or last year rather, and it didn't work out obviously, and you got to make some moves, but the stuff they're doing, I don't understand.
They are. And the Alonso thing that the Alonso contract, I understand why they didn't get, they were reluctant to even, give him a contract last year, and that happened.
What's the pivot?
The thing that I'm trying to grasp my mind around is the Diaz contract. Because that isn't... Off. But from what I heard, Diaz got the offer from the Dodgers and didn't bring it back to the Mets.
You want to know why? They didn't. The Mets didn't go to him first. They didn't mention anything to Devin Williams, bringing in Devin Williams. They also fired Jeremy Hefner, who was his favorite, probably his favorite coach on the team. He was a big fan of him. And for a guy that, again, Devin Williams, you were proud, and what he said in that interview too, before it even came out, where he said, every team I talked to, I was promised a closer role. That's not going to help your case at all when you're fucking trying to bring in your guy who's been your closer for the past 5 years. You don't mention this to him at all. You don't think, hey, we're going to bring in Devin Williams. He'll be a good 1-2 punch with you. No, we're just going to sign him.
Now, this obviously, we've seen Edwin Díaz have the highest of highs and lowest of lows throughout his Met career.
He's the best Mets closer ever. Let's just, it's not even close. Fuck Billy Wagner. I don't give a fuck about Billy Wagner.
Could this be a, Tanner Scott situation where it's...
Dude, I just don't know.
That's what happened last year when, they signed Tanner Scott. Everyone was like, oh, shit. These fucking Dodgers.
Yeah.
And then he didn't really do well, but it didn't matter because they still won the World Series. That's my thing, too. It's he's being talked to by the Dodgers. Have these teams, not learned anything?
No. David Stearns thinks he's smarter than everyone on the planet and thinks
he's getting too cute. This is the Nico Harrison arc where it's he got too cute.
We are not a small market ball club. Can he get that through his mind? We have the money to pay anyone. And this is the year before the lockout, right? So why not go big and go home and just figure it out next year? Mm-hmm. No, let's retool and prepare for when the lockout. You gave Juan Soto an opt-out clause in his deal for the first 5 years. He could just leave. He could request
leave.
He could
this
leave.
Is bad. That's bad too. If you guys aren't good within the next 4 years, he could leave.
Dude, I have no hate towards Carson Bench, and I said this in a group chat. I don't know if this is to you, but are you really going to tell me that Carson Bench is This
I was
is what you're relying on? It's like, oh, no, we're good. We got Carson Benjamin. Are you kidding me? That's the answer is we need him to bat 250. We need Brett Beatty to go 275 with 25-plus home runs. We need Mark Vientos to be what he was 2 years ago, which, mind you, last year he was terrible. Anyone remembers him playing last year? Throw up his first baseman highlights. He can't even field a ball. Well, that's your answer at first base? Or no, wait, hold on. Sorry. Let me hit you with the platoon option here, Stan, that they mentioned the other day. McNeil and Goldschmidt at first base.
Dude,
it's
stop.
just mind-boggling.
What's the obsession with the former Yankees?
I don't know. I think
David Stern is, like, outside of Soto, like, the former Yankees that you guys got was, like...
Dylan Betances was terrible. Can we just... He was, like, the worst.
He
played one game for the Mets.
These guys were like like Clay Holmes was awful. He got stripped of his closer role. You guys tried to turn.
Grandy Man was goated. Let's see.
Granderson was awesome. No, I'm talking about recent. I'm talking about like this past
not
year.
Granderson, right? You're
not
talking
Cano,
about
not Granderson. Yeah. Who else? So I mean, not counting Soto. Who else was there? Holmes. And now you have Devin Williams, and now you're linked to Goldschmidt. Like,
I don't know. I think it's the price and the name. He just seems to me like, you know, like, yeah, this group didn't get it done.
I will say, Paul Goldschmidt fucking rakes the shit out of left-handed pitching, but it can only take you so far.
And that's a platoon you want with Jeff McNeil. I mean, again, I'm not the biggest McNeil guy, but when has he played first? He's played first base like 20 times in his career. That's the answer? Like,
yeah, that's not good.
I don't know.
Not good. What do you say to the Met fans that are living with the Pete Alonso loss, that are basically like, oh, well, you know, the defense wasn't there. Like, I don't understand that. I mean, like, you take the good with the bad.
You can shove defensive runs saved up your ass. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't. The flip to first base, whatever. Oh, they're like, oh, if you just made that flip to first base, win in the playoffs.
The throw home against the Yankees.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. If we didn't blow like 1,000,000 sixth inning leads this year, what was it, like 65 they had that they blew? I mean, they didn't win a single one of them coming back. It's not. He was not. He led the team. I'm a loss for words, Stan. He led the team in RBIs. He leads the league in scoop rate. I'm sorry he makes a few errors. You're not going to find defense with that matches that bad. You're not going to find defense that matches that bad.
In 2025, there's no such thing as a good defensive first baseman. Actually, not a good defensive, a great defensive first baseman.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. won the Gold Glove in like 2020, and you guys, and you're going to tell me he's a good defensive first baseman, dude? He's like bottom half of the league in metrics. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And they were like, oh, his age, you know, it seems like he's sort of declining. What do you mean declining? He led the NL in RBIs. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, he's 32 years old. So what? You got to pay his back end of his deal as a DH. Who cares? He'll still give you 40 home runs.
Yeah. For Baltimore, I said this before.
There's a huge pickup.
Their offense is going to be fucking
might be the best lineup in the league.
And you know what's even crazier? Like, I thought that they're not done. No, like, that's the scary part. Year. They're not done. And offensively, they're scary. They could trade a Ryan Mountcastle or Cody Mayo. They could trade a Rushman even to go get starting pitching. Like, imagine Baltimore with Mackenzie Gore.
Yeah, well, I'd like him. I mean,
I would like him too.
Can I get anything?
They can go like go get Freddie Peralta. Yeah, Peralta as well. This is a scary sight. I just had like a hunch that something happened, but nope, I was wrong. Yeah, and this is
again with the Mets too. And we're going back, and you know, Mets fans that are like, listen, you know, it's early. The offseason, the 9-inning game. We're in the 3rd inning. Yeah, great. We aren't linked with Tucker. We aren't linked with Bellinger. I haven't heard any report about Bregman.
Who are you linked to? Like,
we're linked to Wilson Contreras and Roman Laureano.
Wilson Contreras, and he's a free agent or true? Ramon Laureano's still with San Francisco, San Diego.
That's the plan.
Weird.
That's the plan.
Fucking weird.
We don't need to save a penny. We have $23 billion. I don't get it. And again, the Mets fans will switch. There's a million different narratives going on, but all Cohen wanted was the casino. It sure does feel like that right now because in the one presser he comes out and says, he's like, I can understand the frustration, but it's a long offseason. I need to hear this man say, I need to hear him talk. I cannot listen to that fucking Harvard jerk off in a quarter zip with that little smirk on his face telling me he's got a plan for this offseason. You're going to trade for Scoop. He's not even going to sign. Like, that's what's going to end up happening. That's what I see happening.
God. Yankees have done nothing.
Which hurts, but you know what? All these
whoa,
signings,
my
it hurts
eye
both
looked
of us.
fucking
It
insane.
hurts both of us.
It does hurt both of us, I will say. Well, because now I got to deal with Pete Alonso in my division. That's not fun.
Well, now you got to figure out who are you bringing anyone in, or are we still crying poor?
I couldn't tell you. Well, I think they're more looking towards the trade market because lockout coming up.
You want Tatis?
No, I don't. Actually, I mean, I do. No shit, I want Fernando Tatis on my base.
I know, but there's some Yankee fans on Twitter who are like, it's Tatis or nothing for me.
I don't think it's a realistic.
They want to make a big move.
It could happen, but where do you put him? You put him back at shortstop when he has a position that he hasn't played in forever.
Nah, I mean, you move Dominguez, you could put him in the outfield. You could add a couple pieces to that trade. I think that'd be a good guy to have out there for you. He would rake in Yankee Stadium.
No, he'd be awesome, but I just don't think it's a realistic possibility. They're looking at starting pitching. They've talked about...
Why are you looking at... Go get a bat. You guys have a sick rotation. Leave it for me. Let me get some starting pitching.
Rodon hurt. Schmidt hurt.
They're all going to come back.
Cole hurt. Schmidt's not coming back till the summer.
Cole coming off injury, though. He'll be fine. Fried's healthy.
Yeah, but he's 36 years old.
We saw Verlander, Scherzer. These guys figure it out.
Stop. I wouldn't mind Freddie Peralta.
I'm not saying you wouldn't mind Freddie Peralta, but just leave some for the guys who actually don't have starting pitching.
Yeah, we need it.
I got Paul Blackburn. You might have still, but I'm sorry, Dick
Lovelady.
Dick Lovelady. My fault. We got Lovelady in the pen.
Dickie Lovelady. Forgot about Dickie Lovelady.
Did you see that tweet that Frank put out?
Yes.
We're gonna lose Jonah Tong because we have Dick Lovelady in the bullpen in the Rule 5 draft.
There was one, and we're gonna mention this in what I saw, but there was one tweet where Braden Tierney was talking about, getting rid of Edwin Díaz, all caps, sad. Not giving him that contract, smart, all caps. Frank goes, hiring Craig Carton, smart.
I mean, he's right. These guys are morons. They don't know anything about anything.
We'll get to the one I saw later, but oh my god.
Shout out WFAN.
Yeah, shout out to the fan. There is this is bleak. This is really bleak. This is really a bleak time for you Met fans. I think so. That's the part that I'm scared.
All right, well, this is my question I wanted to ask you now. We're getting to this segment. Give me what you think the plan that genius David Stern sitting in his office is mulling up right now after these winter meetings. What do you think this ends up looking like?
Okay, so John Heyman put out a report this morning about the Mets' plan, or what they could possibly be looking into. Inquired on Luis Robert, but would want money back to offset the $20 million.
How many times are we going to talk about this fucking guy?
Hey, I'm gonna. I mentioned guys in the Chicago White Sox. Look at Andrew Vaughn. That guy was shit.
I get it, but we've been talking about this motherfucker coming to the Mets since 2022, and it's never gonna happen.
They have also discussed a reunion with Tyler Rogers. I mean, I wouldn't be against that.
I'm not against it. It's just does that fill the Diaz slot? Does that? Is Devin Williams fill that role?
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. So it's
Edwin Díaz ain't coming through that door.
No.
That's the thing.
There's no more trumpets.
And then last but not least, they have interest in Cody Bellinger, who fits their run prevention focus. So is this what they're just going to go strictly based on run prevention?
I don't know.
I also, I have to say this. I'm out on Mendoza.
Yeah.
I'm out on Carlos Mendoza.
Last year was kind of
look at the managing tree. Dude, your ex-hitting coach is calling out Frank the Tank on Instagram.
And he's going nuts. If anyone's peeped what he's been going on social, he's just been bad-mouthing the Mets for 2 days straight. Eric Chavez, this guy's he's upset.
Moneyball.
It's not fucking 2000. I don't know. It was 2001. Come on. We have $23 billion.
Yeah. Nothing puts fans in the seats like run prevention.
That again, you know what? I didn't even mention this. I'm glad you mentioned the fans. I want Mets, if this ends up being the worst offseason ever, don't go to games. Just don't. Because that's the way to get the message across. If we don't go to games, they don't make money. Let that be. I'll watch it on SNY gladly. But if you're gonna bullshit me this product and this is what we're putting out there, I ain't going to a game. Even though I sent a text yesterday, who wants to go to opening day in a Mets group chat, but
you did not say that.
I don't know. I was watching Lindor highlights. I was like, at least we got him.
You got him. In other news, the Padres are listening on Mason Miller and Nick Pivetta.
Talk about Padres real quick. Are Padres fans morons? Do they really think Xander Bogaerts is worth anything? Do they I saw him getting thrown around in deals for Lindor. I was like, who the fuck would take that contract on?
Like, I'm sorry. Like, is AJ Preller just like,
I think he might be.
is he just bored? Like, he just like wants to be involved in stuff? And he's just willing to sacrifice anyone?
Kind of seems like that. Didn't you just get Mason Miller? Like, why?
You just traded not only your number one prospect in the organization, you traded the number one prospect in all of baseball.
And like, now we don't want to. Now we don't want to keep this guy. We gotta save a penny.
And now you just don't want to keep him. Makes no sense. Reading something. It's annoying
watching every other team get better, and then you look at our teams, and you're just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. O's getting better.
Braves get better.
Braves get better with
Phillies get better. They brought Schwarber back. And again, with this whole contract situation, you saw what the market was set at, and you were just like, nah, we're out of here. Nah. That's what you have to pay for a good first baseman. That is what you need to pay to get an elite first baseman.
The age-old saying is always, if you are being rational during free agency, you are going to finish third every single time.
Yeah. It's starting to feel like that.
That's what I said about the Max. I hated the Max Fried contract. If anyone remembers, when we signed Max Fried, I hated it because it was so much money.
But look at him now.
Okay, I mean, look at him now. Number one, I think there was like no opt-outs. It was gross. I remember it. But the saying goes, if you're going to be rational during free agency, you're going to finish third every single time. And I mean, right now it's kind of. I mean, it worked out for the Yankees in the first place, but
it's just, I don't know.
Like, I feel bad because like this is a talented team.
Yeah,
and it just feels like
ripping it apart.
Yeah, it just feels like
I think they're just completely disregarding the fact we were 2 wins away from the World Series against the best team probably ever. And then, last year's it sucked last year. And last year, we can go to last year. Stearns didn't have his way. Obviously they signed Soto. That clearly seemed like a Cohen signing. I don't think Stearns really even wanted him. But whatever, you bring that in. He brings in this starting pitching staff that's supposed to be, we're saving a buck here, but these guys are going to be great. They were terrible. I mean, they were good for the first half. They were awful the second half. You're telling me that pitching staff plan didn't work out, so now we're just going to focus solely on run prevention from the field because it was the field's fault, not the pitcher's fault. Build a staff, get a good lineup. The rest will figure itself out, dude. It's baseball. It's fucking we don't have 9 Hanley Ramirez's playing each position, dude. They're not just throwing the ball around doing nothing. We have guys that can play. I know there's maybe two or three guys with DRS that are just defensive run save. They're not high enough for the team. I don't give a fuck. Look at the averages. Look at the RBIs. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It drives me up a wall because advanced stats can only take you as far as you want them to. But if you're just going to solely rely on that and you're not going to look at the product on the field, are you fucking kidding me?
There was one point, Joe Beningo was talking about Pete Alonso leaving. He was like, we got to stop focusing on this weighted runs created plus and the exit velocity. I'm like, isn't timeout? Wasn't like Pete Alonso your leader in those categories?
Both. Yeah, let's look at both of those. Let's look at both of those. You want to look at advanced stats? Look at those two. He led the whole NL in RBIs. We didn't make the fucking playoffs. Are you kidding me? He was our best power hitter. He was probably our best contact hitter. He was the best with runners on. He did literally everything perfect last year at the plate. He made a few errors in the field and was 19th ranked out of all starting first baseman in defensive runs. And that is the reason you don't give him the contract. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding? This isn't MLB The Show. This isn't MLB The Show. Like, you don't get to create a player that's perfect. There's little flaws, but you can work around them. You build around them. That is a corner piece you build around, not someone you just let go.
I think he's trying to operate with the way that things operate in Milwaukee.
It's not Milwaukee. We're in New York.
It's not. There's that, and let's be honest. Craig Counsell ain't walking through that door. Pat Murphy ain't walking through that door.
And what did he do?
And keep in mind, Counsell and Murphy, when Counsell was managing, Murphy was the bench coach. Counsell leaves to go to Chicago. Milwaukee hires from within, so it's the same system,
It's the same thing. But you know what my thing is, Stan? What did he do in Milwaukee? We beat them. They didn't even fucking beat us. And he comes here and now just tears the team apart. That's what I'm confused at. They didn't do shit with him as their GM. They made the playoffs. I don't give a fuck. Nice. Who cares? You made the playoffs. Great. They lost. They lost again last year. Their model clearly isn't working out either. So why bring it here? That's what.
Don't understand it. It's the age-old question. I mean, there's still time. 2 months left until spring training.
Pitchers and catchers report in like a fucking month, dude. Like, we're coming down to the wire here.
Edwin Díaz has a new number because the 39 is retired.
So does Pete.
What's Pete gonna wear?
25. He wore 20 with the Mets.
Who's retired for 20?
20. I don't know.
But like, I'm saying, number. Like,
I don't know.
Or somebody else number 20?
I don't know. I just know he switched his number. I saw the picture. What's Diaz wearing, though? I didn't hear the number.
I didn't. I couldn't get number 3.
Jeez. Ew. Come on, you can't wear a cool number.
The 39 is retired by Roy Campanella. So he is taking the number 3 in honor of his 3 sons. And Pete Alonso wearing 20.
Weird with Pete Alonso. But let me ask you this. With the thing with the Dodgers.
I'm going to find that out. Yeah.
The thing with the Dodgers, which I hate the most, which someone actually mentioned to me the other day, and I never really thought about, is they're annoying, yes. And, obviously they get everyone. But the stars they have are so likable. Like, it's so hard to be like Mookie Betts at a homer. Yeah,
likable. Mookie Betts.
Likable. You're I
used to hate Mookie Betts.
But even still, you're just like, you hear him, he has that podcast where he did with MLB, and you hear him talk, you're just like, he's a good guy. And you're just like, Freddie Freeman's always been a great guy. Like, they're just likable guys. I had Freeman with the Braves. I didn't like Freeman, but I still don't like him, but he's a nice dude.
Number 20 in Baltimore is retired by Frank Robinson.
Jeez, okay. How did we fucking miss that?
So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I missed that either.
Yeah, jeez.
Enough baseball. I think that...
yeah, please.
You got it out.
I want the lockout now.
You got it
I want the lockout.
Yeah. Get me a lockout, please.
Please. I don't even want to. I don't want to watch it.
Can you imagine? Like, we operated like this. Like, when we first started the show, there was a lockout, and we were like, "Holy shit!" If there's no if there isn't a season, like, we were preparing for like what to do during the summer when they were like if there was not going to be baseball.
We're gonna do like
baseball, basketball, hockey. What are we doing in 2027?
We're gonna have to figure it out. You know what was funny too? Now that you mentioned that, I didn't even think about that. You remember when there was that like little lockout, and then they weren't testing for steroid because the steroid testing thing.
We may have fibbed on that, but like there was definitely like some. I think they just stopped drug testing.
Yeah, they did for the year because they had like there was like
not for the year, just for the lockout.
No, for like the
until.
No, I know for the lockout. I mean, because they had that contract whatever that wasn't renewed. But I thought that was hilarious because I remember going in that season.
That's
like,
so funny.
I want Stanton juicing, I want Alonso juicing, I want homers. Bring Cano back.
All right, let's go to football. The contest, it's coming to a close. Very close. It will be. Oh goodness, sorry. I am 21-21 thanks to the Cowboys going over 24.5 points. Texans and Chiefs under. The Commanders being shut out 31-0 is not good. That was not good for business. That was actually kind of gross. Making JJ McCarthy look like...
It was just I didn't even want to watch that.
That was disgusting. I think Red Zone gave up on that. Tim, you go 0.
You know it's tough when Red Zone gives up on it. I didn't even think
Red Zone fucking gave up.
Red Zone threw it out
bad.
The window. You never see that happen.
There was like a point. It was like 2:30, and I was like, "Oh, they haven't touched this Minnesota game in a while."
You know when they check out of a game is when there's like a stoppage in another game. And they're like, "We're gonna flash to Washington real quick. Nice little touch. I'm gonna come back to this one."
Yeah, like, we promise you every touchdown, every game.
That's all we can promise.
Yeah. Tim, you go 3. Not good.
Talk about the beat.
Jets don't cover the +3.5. They got smoked. The Chiefs don't cover the -3.5. They got smoked. When I tell you that I like screamed in my house when they were lining, because here's the thing. It was the smart thing to do time-wise, it was just poorly executed. Because
They
if you
didn't have
kick
to
the
fucking
field
they were
goal,
gonna lose the game. They didn't have to do that at all. I don't get it.
Pete Carroll put his team in a position to kick the field goal to go up 7. They were going to do an onside kick, and if they recovered it, who knows?
Yeah, they didn't, and I got fucking shafted. That's what happened.
And you get shafted. You weren't the only one that got shafted. I believe Dave Portnoy had.
Hey, I saw that video.
Yeah, that was.
He should be put in jail.
Wow.
Pete Carroll should be put in jail.
So not only did the over hit for that game, the Raiders also covered right out of the back door.
Yeah.
Damn. So the under doesn't hit. So that puts you at 14, 27, and 1. We already said it before, but just for clarification, we'll say it again. I have to win 3 games within the next 3 weeks.
So 3 out of 9 for Stan.
3 out of 9. Tim, it's an uphill battle.
The minimum I can go is 7 of 9 to have a chance. I got to go 7 of 9.
To have a shot.
And you go 0 9. That ain't going to happen, so
Yes.
I got to be perfect and pray to God. That's all I got left for me.
So we can reveal one half of the punishment, if we can. One half of the punishment. It's going to be a bar crawl.
Yeah, save the other half. I was hoping you'd start with that. Yeah.
It's going to be a bar crawl. Everyone's welcome to join. Further details will be announced.
Everyone's encouraged to join too, please. It's going to be a long day, so I'm going to have to.
I'm very long day. Yes. Bar crawl across a couple bars in our town. The loser has to wear, what have we decided? Giant jersey?
Yeah, well, I mean, I fucking lost, so it's not a Rangers jersey.
Hey, it's not over. It's not over.
Stan, I'm telling you it's over. I'm not going to wear
a Rangers.
Know. I will never wear a Rangers jersey. I made that very clear to Stan. That will never happen.
Yes, you made... Our original thought, and I think we revealed this, our original thought was let's have like a costume decided by a neutral third party. That neutral third
was the third party.
That neutral third party was Terrence, you longtime listeners that remember him. He was the neutral third party. Then a couple days ago, I just kind of realized, I was like, this almost feels like a humiliation ritual, and I just did not feel like...
It should be more fun than anything.
Yes, it's because the second part of it is kind of a humiliation ritual.
We'll mention that later when it's all said and done. When it's all said and done.
I will say. When it's all said and done.
It's all in good humor.
Yes. But I was thinking, like, too much, all this, not really gonna work. So we decided on, so I guess if I somehow lose, I'm wearing a Jet jersey?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Right.
Well, I'll give you a selection. You either got Jets, you got Isles, Mets. It's all to you.
Could I possibly take a Wayne Corbett?
Yeah.
Just you have a Wayne Corbett jersey?
My dad might.
I would proudly take. I'd represent the white boy.
Actually, my dad's got some. I have a Curtis Martin jersey. I got some crazy jerseys that I might be able to sling for you if it comes down to that.
Wait, do you have New York Titans Mark Sanchez?
You know what? I don't, but you know what I do have, which is it means nothing to this, but I have, the ugly Jaguars color rush jersey, like the mustard one.
Yes.
I have a Blake Bortles one. Like, yeah, I mean, I got a Kenneth Faried jersey if you wanted that too. I have LeBron with the sleeves if you wanted the LeBron sleeve jersey. Yeah.
Shit.
There you go. I got the NBA Finals one.
Oh shit! Okay,
AliExpress fucking
came up clutch there.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I was crying in that jersey. That was 10 years ago, by the way. I was
crying 10 years ago. It's about to be. Jesus Christ!
I was thinking about that the other day, dude. I was crying because of that.
That's the scary part, because like when it's like 10 years ago, you like remember shit happening. Like you remember like where you were, what you're doing.
Funny, I was in my family room playing fucking mini hoop basketball on my knees with the ball, crying. I was like. And I'm sitting there like, Cleveland,
this is for you.
I felt like one with the city. I felt like one with the city.
We gotta go to Cleveland,
bro. We have to. I have to see LeBron play before he retires, because I will be forever upset with myself if I don't. I would be forever upset with myself if I don't.
That's gonna be bad.
I'll spend any amount of money to watch that man play at MSG in his last year. I will go with you for that game. We will sit there. I'll wear a LeBron jersey. And I know you'll secretly, if he has a triple double, I know you, the back part of your mind, because you're like Joe Toole too. No, you're both Knicks fans at heart, and I understand that. And I'm a Cavs fan at heart.
I appreciate greatness.
Yeah, when LeBron drops that triple double against your team, you're just sitting there, you're just like, damn, that's the kid.
February 1st. That's a Sunday.
I would pay any amount of money to go watch that man play. I will sit fucking courtside, Stan. I'll save up all of my money over the summer. I'll get that job. I'll start saving up the bonus money, and then I'll fucking go sit courtside and watch. I'll have that man sweat on me. I don't care. Say what you want about that. I'll have that man sweat on me.
All right. We're done here. Okay, let's dive into picks. Keep in mind, so we'll have more further information out on social soon. But for now, we can say bar crawl. It is going to be on January 3rd.
Yes,
right? We can confidently say the date.
And if it is me, Stan, I will say when I finish, my finals are done, I will, on the story, I'll put out some challenges for around the bar crawl for you guys to vote on for me to have to do. Nothing crazy. I'm not talking
what?
I'm not talking
what
drink
do you
a whole.
mean?
Where if I put like on the stories like
chug a Guinness.
Yeah, like some shit like that. You know what I mean? We're like, yeah, and then you just post not like
bar crawl ladder.
Yeah, like, can he take 15 shots of I'm not doing that. I'm not an idiot.
No, we're not doing that. But looking forward to it. Join us on the crawl. Hitting a couple bars, hitting the town, and then we're gonna go do something for that second part that I think you all will enjoy.
As much as it is me losing, it is more of a celebration of us being as a podcast again, another year strong.
I think that was more of the goal. Well, because I remember Peter saying to me, because I was just like so focused on the stand-up routine, and I was just like, oh my god.
But it's all about just bringing people together. That's all it is.
No, but Peter did say to me is like the amount of people that showed up that I like hadn't seen in like very long. It was almost like a mini high school reunion.
And that's what it's about. It's about bringing the community together.
Yes, gotta love it.
Eventually down the line, Stan, when we have our golf outings with bars,
we have to I was gonna say we have to up the ante.
I know. Well, next year will be crazy, but we'll get to that. That's next year's.
Stan loses, has to hit 18 holes, and can't have a break.
If Tim loses, he has to try and get a hole in one. It's as many shots.
Honestly, you know what? That's next year.
That would take me fucking a million days, no matter where I was, to get that done.
All right, so let's dive into picks. Tim, why don't you do the honors and go first for your first
I'll start
pick.
it off. Yeah, I went with the other my New York team last week. Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, if anyone watched that Jets game,
no bueno.
Tough to watch.
That was not good.
They bring in Adrian Martinez this week. Shout out Jets. But I'm going to go with the other New York team this week. Commanders at Giants in MetLife. Give me the under 46.5. Listen, I was underwhelmed with the Commanders' performance last week, as was everyone else who watched that game. And I'm not a hater of the Giants, but it's the Giants. Come on, it's the Jets and the Giants have had the worst record in football since I think 2020. They both have been the two worst since I think it was 2021. I saw they've been the two worst teams in football. Yeah, not good.
Not fun to be an NFC East football fan like myself. I'm going with a close game. This is definitely I'm going to shoot it because I have the big lead. I'm going to be a little bit, I'm not cocky,
take your chances. Give one chance, let the other two be safe. You win the two, it's over. So
maybe not, but we'll see here. I'm going to probably one of the best games of the week. I'm going to the Bills-Pats game. Give me the Bills on the money line. I think last year, when these two teams played last on the Sunday Night Football game, yes, the Patriots won. Everyone was happy, big upset. And now look at what the Patriots have done now. But look at the quarterbacks that they've played. Look at the quarterbacks that they've played. Look at the teams that they've played. Rattler, Tua, who else?
A lot of bums.
Rattler, Tua. Oh my God, why am I? Rattler, Ward, Dylan Gabriel, Penix, Baker. Fields? Fields started that Thursday night game?
Yeah, I'm sure. Who cares who started that Thursday night game?
Yeah. Fields, Flacco.
Yeah, they've had a cakewalk.
Flacco, Browning. They've kind of had a cakewalk, and Jackson Dart too, but I don't put him in that category. Let's just say, even though we got our asses handed to us. And also keep in mind in that Sunday night game early in the year, Bills committed a lot of penalties. I think they cleaned that up. It also came down to a last-second field goal.
It's also prime time for the Bills. They got to get going.
Yeah, this is that win against what do you call it? Cincinnati last week was pretty big for them. And holy shit.
They're not out of the division, are they?
No, they're not, but Tim, I have some news for you.
Oh, great.
No, this is good. Bear Alexander will be returning to Oregon next season.
Okay, good. At least one of my clubs has got something going on.
There you go.
That's something.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Bills on the money line for my first pick. Yeah, gonna be a tough one, but I think we can get it done.
Well, before I get to my second pick, real quick, just add a quick question. Are they most fraudulent, like 10 what are they, 11-2, 10-2 team in the league, the Patriots?
I wouldn't call them fraudulent. I just think that they're overvalued. They're a good team. They're just overvalued.
Okay,
because of the teams that they've played. Tim, your second pick.
Taking it to the 4:00 slate, got Packers in Denver against the Broncos. I took the under last week with the Broncos. I got shafted, but I'm going to take it in this one. 42.5. I'm taking the under with Green Bay and the Packers. I was huge on Jordan Love to start the year. They were great to the start. They haven't been as great, quote unquote, as they were, the first 4 games of the season. And that Denver game is just fucking, last week's really just killing me. I want some retribution. So hopefully this week they can do me right. Give me the under 42.5.
All right, I'm going to Philly, and this is ballsy. I said ballsy. I'm going ballsy. There it is.
Going to Philly.
Give me the Raiders plus 12.5.
I love it. You know what? This team's falling apart. I love it.
Eagles are falling apart. Raiders, I believe they are their defense 6th highest team that uses 6th best team that uses zone coverage. Jalen Hurts terrible at zone coverage, and I think hey. This feels like a game where the Eagles just kind of collapse. It happened 2 years ago with Arizona. I know they had that game against, was it Carolina last year? Where Bryce Young led that 98-yard drive. I'm looking it up. Eagles-Panthers 2024. Bryce Young led that drive, but the Eagles were able to win that game. That was that was a tight game. But yeah, this feels like 2023 all over again. It was weeks 13 and 15. It worked 13, 14, 15, where they had this losing skid, and I don't think it's going to go well for them. So this is a ballsy pick. I know. Very ballsy pick. I'm going with the Raiders plus the 12.5. Tim, are you even back? I hear footsteps. There he is. I hear him.
Sorry.
Raiders play a lot of zone. Jalen Hurts against zone defense.
Sucks. Can we just? Do they draft a quarterback? Because that. Okay. All right. That's all I need to know. I saw Dan Orlovsky and Will Compton having a little bit of an argument about top 10 quarterbacks, and Dan Orlovsky was like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts top 10 quarterback," and then Will Compton mentioned 11 quarterbacks better than him. So I can mention like 15 more. I don't think he's very good.
Damn. I was saying, though, Tim, remember that game that the Eagles had against the Cardinals a couple years ago where the Cardinals were shit and they lost and everyone was...
Yeah.
I think this is what happened. I think...
Another one of those?
I think I'm not being bold enough to say that the Raiders are going to win this game outright, but it may be ugly for the Eagles' sake.
I don't know if anyone's bold enough to say that the Raiders will win this game outright.
That is very true. Tim, your third and final pick.
Again, sticking with a 4:00 slate. If you're a Carolina Panthers fan, it is a wonderful time to be alive. You guys have a real good shot this week of taking single hold of the division. I got Panthers minus 2.5 against the Saints. This is going to be, I haven't checked the rest of their schedule. This is probably the easiest game they're going to have before the end of the season. They need a big win. So I think if they're going to make a push, this is the week to do it. I'm going to take them at 2.5.
Kenny Dillingham is the favorite to be the Michigan head coach per FanDuel.
I hope they suck, honestly.
Okay, my third. So Panthers by 2.5?
Yeah, 2.5.
All right. Last but not least, I'm going to one game that you already discussed, Tim. I am going with the Packers on the money line at minus
like
130.
Like it.
This should be a pretty good game. I think honestly, with the way that I have this scripted towards this week, Broncos and Patriots fans don't really necessarily have to worry about who loses this week because I think they're both losing and they're both still going to stay the same seating wise. Broncos use single high safety a lot on defense. Who is the best quarterback in the NFL against single high safeties this season? It's Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that the Packers defense is too good. I want to see Jeff Hafley just fucking cook this Broncos offense just so he can get this Giants job and be the head coach of the New York Football Giants because I
This
dream.
a Giants pick? Is somehow a Giants pick?
I am dreaming of Jeff Hafley coaching the New York Giants. Tim, like this guy's like literally me. Like if he was like if I played, if I was in football.
You can be in football, Stan. Let's throw your name in there.
He's from Montvale. He's from Montvale, New Jersey. Even better. Guess where he played football?
Bergen Catholic.
He actually may have. Now that you say that, he actually might have played. Oh no, he played at Pascack Hills.
Okay, all right. Well,
he played at Pascack Hills. Try to guess where he played at college.
Siena doesn't have a football team, so do you? Oh, was it Siena? No way.
They used to. He was a wide receiver for the Siena Saints.
Wait, when did you guys disband your team?
I think like right after he left. I think like 2001, 2002.
Oh, okay. We were gone in like 89.
Yeah. Imagine, never mind. But yeah, dude, I want
Siena football. Yeah, you'd be the head coach of Siena football right now.
Yeah, I could be the head coach of Siena football. What was his college career even like? They don't even have 4-year letterman as a wide receiver in the Siena Saints football team from 1997 to 2000 and graduated from Siena in 2001. Siena Saints football was disbanded in 2003. Where the fuck did they even play?
Were they
God. They were FCS.
Oh, shit, we were D2. All right. There you go.
Yeah, they were actually, sorry. Oh yeah, no, they were FCS. But at the time they were Division 1 AA.
Isn't it fun being from like a mid-major school?
Can be, but it can't.
You get excited when you win a big game. You're like, holy shit, we won! But then you lose.
Because when Siena, my sophomore year, there was like, oh my god, I think our team was like, we had like a student manager died, or not like a student manager. The kid, the kid had cancer, and they named him like an honorary team member. He passed away, and then like a day later, a kid like on the team, his dad died from cancer, and then we played Iona, and they were like on top of the back. And keep in mind, this is like Walter Clayton, Dennis Jenkins, Iona
the tournament,
yeah, and we fucking beat them by like 30.
Oh, there you go, dude. There you go.
And I just like I don't know. I just
those wins are fun, dude. They're fun to win. Like when we beat BC last year in hockey, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna win the fucking Natty, and then we didn't. But you know,
yeah. When we beat Iona my freshman year and sophomore year, that was pretty fun. And then junior year I was working. Well, my junior year they were fucking terrible.
It was worse. UML or Siena this year?
Siena's good now that they hired Jerry McNamara, but my junior year they were so bad. My junior year they won 4 games the whole year, Tim.
Listen, it happens.
And I worked every home game while I was at school. Every fucking home game. I watched them set the game of basketball back like 10 years.
The year before I came here, I'm pretty sure UMass Lowell set like a school low in their Hockey East standings. They were like the worst team in the Hockey East, like not even close. Like they had like 4 points in the Hockey East. And then I come back and I come here and they're just like, oh shit, we're going to be sick for like 6 months. And then the rest of the, when it actually matters, we're going to suck. But it happens.
Yeah. Unreal. Okay. So to recap, Tim, you have the under in the Giants-Commanders game. You have the under in the Packers Broncos game and the Panthers minus 2.5. I have the Bills on the money line. I have the Raiders plus 12.5 and the Packers on the money line.
Oh boy.
If we get a 3, I'm just for your sake, just to put you out of your misery, Tim, I'm feeling a 3-0 week.
I hope. I'm hoping for you. The worst thing that could possibly happen to me would be I go 3 for 3 this week, you go 1 for 3, and then next week you go 1 for 3 and I go 3 for 3, and then we're going to the last week where it's like, holy shit, he's got to go 0 for 3. I gotta
actually need something. Yeah.
I'd rather you win. We don't need this stress. We get the ladder up our ass. We need that. We need the ladder.
We have too much with the ladder. We had to Kilk texted us in our group chat yesterday. He was like, "Are we doing a Thirsty Thursday?" I'm like, "I would, but
we needed a day off.
I needed a break. I
think if we come back next week nice and rejuvenated, it'll be a good ladder week. I think we just needed to step back and reassess.
Queens up 18, by the way.
Heck, your bet on Queens College was crazy.
Hey,
let me get Hofstra money line.
UConn's on in 20 minutes against Texas, so that should actually be a good game. And tomorrow, loaded college hoops slate. We haven't talked college hoops in a bit.
No, we'll just
We're
start.
actually to go to a college basketball game.
Are.
Pretty soon. We're going to see Duke and Texas Tech at the.
It's a big day for us. We got a lot going on that day.
Yo! Quinn Hughes to the Minnesota Wild.
For what? No way. No way.
Zeev Bayumim, Marco Rossi, Liam Ogren, and a first-round pick. Yo!
Yeah, here's Robson coming in the pod.
Holy shit!
Live reaction. This is crazy.
Yo, what the fuck?
Hold on. Say the trade.
You ready? Quinn Hughes to Minnesota forgive me with the names, Jesus Christ. Zeev Bayumim, Marco Rossi. Marco Rossi, Liam Ogren, and a first.
I don't know who that Ogren.
Liam Ogren. I think he's a center.
But Buyum and
Buyum was Buyum was the defenseman on Denver like a few years ago.
The Wild won that trade for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
but Buyum was the defenseman on Denver a few years ago when they were like they were not really a good team. But he was the man. Marco Rossi was in some trades with Atu Ratti apparently earlier in the season that might have been moving Quinn Hughes, but him going to Minnesota is crazy.
Wow, unreal.
Shit.
Oh wait, is it worse than taking the Bruins and the Hurricanes to score 2 goals each?
He's not here anymore. I'll mention to him when we're done. Hold on, let me close the door.
All right, let's go to the playoff.
Crazy. All right, well, you know what?
Damn, that's the first
hockey talk.
That's the first time in a while that we've like had like a trade happen while recording.
Talk about trade. I mean, this is I mean, we've had maybe like a small trade. This is like franchise altering. This isn't.
Yeah, this is holy shit.
Deal. Well, now we're talking NHL. You could take a peep around the league. Minnesota just got a lot better.
Don't feel like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're talking Quinn Hughes now. Vancouver was last in the league. I heard a bunch of reports from guys in the locker room saying the trade talks got to the locker room. It just clearly wasn't working out there, and it was never going to end well if they kept him. So, shocked he's in Minnesota, but where's Minnesota at in the league? Minnesota's seventh. Minnesota's seventh in the league.
Did you have Tyler or Taylor Rogers?
I think we had Taylor. I don't know. No, maybe we had Tyler. Hold on.
Tyler just signed with the Blue Jays for 3 years, $37 million.
No, we had Tyler Rogers. Yeah, no, he's a Blue Jay. That's great.
Okay. All right.
That's great. My buddy who's a Blue Jays fan is not going to blow my phone up in about 2 seconds. But, yeah,
that's fun. Blue Jays get better. Great.
Speaking of hockey real quick, Minnesota's 7th in the league, and now they're getting light years better. I mean, this is insane for them. Team that really couldn't get over the hump for, I want to say 10 years. I mean, they were always competitive, but now they really got a good shot here. Zeev Biyum, I drafted him to fantasy high this year. I'm not going to lie, Stan. I'm really high on that kid. I think if he can flourish in Vancouver, he'll do wonders there. But there's no replacing Quinn Hughes, man. That's crazy. And you know who got him, too? The GM of the Olympic team, Billy Guerin, went out and, did.
Shit.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, it's
think of that.
Kind of nuts, but shakes up the league a little bit.
Good for them. All right.
Real quick down the Metro, Stan. Real quick. Carolina in first, Washington second. Isles sitting third in the Metro. You've been watching them lately. They have actually been the best team in the league since October 31st, sorry. They have been fantastic. So if anyone's been peeping the Isles, it's been lovely to watch. Their last 5 wins, Stan. Colorado, Vegas, Tampa twice, Dallas. I mean, not Dallas, sorry. Anaheim, and Dallas was a few weeks before that. Anaheim's 6th in the league. They just beat every single team in front of them. So
of your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, Lightning twice, Avalanche, Vegas in a shootout, Anaheim.
They have been kicking ass. So Isles have been chewing it up nicely. But this Quinn Hughes thing, this really shakes up the whole league.
That's insane. That's
crazy. You just got that. That's crazy.
I know. Because I have the ESPN notifications for Emily Kaplan.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you have the app, and I was I thought it was going to be something about the Olympics. Because this ice has just been running hockey coverage for the past couple of days.
Dude, they are not even close.
It's bad. That's bad. All right, let's dive into the college football playoff. So, first round games, Alabama, Oklahoma, Miami taking on A&M, Tulane taking on Ole Miss, and then the JMU Dukes taking on your Oregon Ducks, a house divided.
Conflict of interest.
Fan. Tim's girlfriend, Aileen, a JMU alum.
Kilk, a fucking JMU alum. I mean, in her house.
A JMU alum. They got inter-house beef, and I'm glad just to be watching it from the side.
My favorite part of that whole beef stand, that text I sent when Kilk's like, oh, Hammer and JMU plus 21.5. Yeah, it means you don't think you're going to win, bud. And I think everyone else on the planet thinks you're not going to win either.
It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. If you're gonna pick a number,
you pick the money line. You just take the
winner.
Line. Yeah, you don't
pick the winner.
You don't pick the spread. It's one and done, baby. It's one game. You win or you lose.
Exactly. I think with this. And now let's talk about the controversy, because of course, what's a college football playoff without any controversy? I think
Notre Dame.
I know, like you're mad, and like I know you hate Notre Dame.
Fuck them. I hate them. I'm happy.
No, yeah, I know you're happy. Either way, someone was going to get shafted.
Glad it was them.
And the team that was the team that should have been shafted out of the three was Notre Dame, where. If Notre Dame gets in, like if Notre Dame doesn't get in, so now they're basically saying that the hypotheticals don't matter. Alabama doesn't get in, they're saying the conference championships don't matter. And that's the last thing that they wanted because, they want the conference championship games to matter. And then I know the argument is, well, BYU lost to Texas Tech twice. How does it you know what? It makes no sense.
Just be happy. Be happy it happened. It never makes sense.
Oh my god, I forget who I was talking to. Oh, I was talking to you remember Tom Cardy?
Oh yeah, hold it. I do remember. Look at this. You're gonna laugh at this. Immediate text I get. Why not sign Rodgers? Mets group chat. It's immediate text I just got, dude.
God.
Yeah, I do remember Cardy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't speak. My cousin plays basketball. He's on the JV team, and I went to his game, and the varsity game is over. And Tom is like, "What do you think about this playoff?" And I was like, "Just give me the fucking 12 teams. Just give me a bracket at this point. Like
that's all I want."
Yeah. And then if Miami doesn't get in, then the head-to-head doesn't matter. So either way, someone was going to lose.
None of it matters. That's what I've come down to.
Yeah. Now, does it make sense that Miami was ahead of Notre Dame was ahead of Miami for all these weeks, and then all of a sudden, like Miami jumps them after both teams don't play? No, it doesn't make sense. But here's the thing: the thing that annoys me is the fact that they are boycotting the bowl game.
Yeah,
that's a disgrace.
It adds to my fuel. I fucking hate this school, dude.
It just makes...
They're so losers. They suck at everything. They play independent ball for 100 years. Yeah, okay.
It's taking your ball and going home. That's exactly what it is.
Losers.
And now, I know a lot of Notre Dame fans, and I know they'll be very upset with. We know a lot of Notre Dame.
100 of them don't watch the fucking games. I'm sick of these fake fans, dude. I've lost my mind on this.
I have no comment on such matter because
if you're Irish, it doesn't mean you're a Notre Dame fan. I just want that to be known. You don't watch the games, you're not a fan. I want that to be like very well known out there, okay? I'm so sick of these people who are like, man, Notre Dame didn't get in. You don't know who's on the fucking team. You don't know who the head coach is. You don't even know the last time you watched a game. Stop complaining.
I can't comment on such matter because they have an easy comeback for me. Like, okay, Duke fan. Which, like, yeah, I get it. Like, I'm from New York. I'm from New York, and
you watch the games. That's the difference.
Yeah, I do. All right, I do watch the games, but like I'm prone to that comeback, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But here's the thing: you could have played in that bowl game, and it could have been a big fuck you to the committee. You would have been in the Pop-Tart Bowl. You would have kicked BYU's ass. Definitely would have kicked BYU's ass. But now instead, it turns into this.
You're a pussy.
Yeah, Tim, yeah, you said it. Yeah, you said it. And now this MOU of if Notre Dame is ranked in the top 12, then you know about this?
No.
It came out.
Yes, I did. They automatically get in, right? Yeah.
So there's like a MOU, or something of understanding. Big word, can't think of it. If Notre Dame is ranked in the top 12, then the committee must put Notre Dame in the playoff no matter what.
The rankings don't matter.
And then, if it expands to 16, if they're in the top 16, then they get in, knocking a team out. So let's say Notre Dame was ranked in the top 12. If that agreement was in place, Notre Dame gets in, Miami doesn't. Now this is leading for schools big time schools to not schedule Notre Dame.
Yeah, why would you?
Because why would you?
And why would the
Exactly.
AP? Why would the AP be like, "Yo, we're gonna put this team in the top 12,
Not the
top
A-
6." Oh, I'm sorry, not the
No,
AP. I'm
not the
sorry,
AP.
not the AP.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the AP. You know what I
The
mean? Why
committee.
would the committee? Why would the committee be like, "Yo, we're gonna put this team in the top 12, top 16"? If it's already a given that they got to earn that now, you have to earn that right to be there. Because dude, I don't even understand how that's a thing. First of all, I don't know where that came from or why any other school can't fucking do that bullshit. But this team, no business being here. I know they were the odd man out. They were the odd man out. Let's be honest, they were the odd man out.
And there wasn't this much uproar last year just because there's never going to be enough teams that there's never going to be a perfect, like, there's
always going to be someone upset. There's always going to be
someone's going to be left out. It happened with the 14 playoff. It happened with Florida State. If people, and Florida State fans, they think that, if it was,
you would have lost by 100, but it would have been cool.
It would have been cool just to say you made the playoff. Yes. But what I'm saying is, if Florida State fans, the saying is that the committee took the hypothetical in there, but the other Florida State fans think that they knew it was Nick Saban's last season, so they had an opportunity to give him the one last ride. I kind of believe that. But
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah. Last year, the first 12 team, it was either Bama or SMU, but, that Bama lost to Oklahoma late in the year. Did you just spill?
No, I just knocked my phone off. I have a charging brick that you put it on, so just like knocked it over.
The Alabama lost to Oklahoma late in the year last year. That kind of sealed their fate, and that got SMU in over them. And it's really, there's never going to be, and I just think that there's no solution to it, even though the committee feels like that there is a solution, and that's expansion, and that's not going to work.
Teams. No, it's to make more fucking money.
Yeah, it's not going to work. And now bowl games are probably going to become extinct.
They're pointless.
But they mean something.
They mean something to us as fans. They mean something to those mid-major schools. Well, not mid-major schools. You know what I mean? The lower-end schools. But like in the whole grand scheme of things, they keep expanding, dude. It's going to mean absolutely jack. Like, who gives a fuck what's going on in the Pop-Tart Bowl if there's 32 teams in the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting none of that. We're getting none of that aspect. Like,
yeah, you're right. So real quick, before that's still insane. I can't believe they traded Quinn Hughes.
Neither can I.
I have some bets.
Rip them off.
And then we're gonna go like deep into the bracket for our next episode. Unless Tim, I mean, if you have finals, we can just like omit next week's episode.
No, because I have finals on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. So one of them, we'll figure it out one of those days.
Monday, Monday afternoon for a Tuesday upload. We have to speak in
I'll text you when like there's like a break in my studying. I'll be like, yo, I need a break. We'll do quick then I'll go back. Okay.
Or all right. So if we do Monday, no picks and just save it for the post.
Yeah, and we'll just put the post
because I feel like that's yeah.
Dude, you can't pick. You cannot pick anything on Monday.
You can't.
What do you want? I'm gonna take a money line that turns into like minus 400 by Wednesday. Like that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So 2 first-round games I have bets for right now. Oklahoma on the money line against Alabama. That's the Friday game on the 19th. I just think that if you give Brent Venables 2 weeks to figure out this Alabama offense that looked like shit against Georgia, it's going to be a disaster. Brent Venables has always had Kalen DeBoer's number, and also it gives more time for John Mateer to rest. I think he needed this 2-week layoff more than anyone, especially 100%. With that thumb injury. So if he's able to be 100%, Oklahoma at home, Bama, these are just these two teams are going to get knocked out anyway. I feel.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. And then my other one, right now I have A&M minus 4.5 against Miami. If this game does get close, which I don't think it will, Cristobal is not equipped to be coaching the close big game.
That should be easy pickings for you.
Futures. I have 2. Actually,
I have 1.
I have 3, actually. Sorry. I have 3. I have Oregon to reach the semifinal. They have the easiest path to the semifinal 100%. Out of anyone. Easiest path to the semifinal. They play JMU, then they play Texas Tech, which hypothetical line puts them at a pick'em, but honestly, I could see that
crazy.
At like 2.5.
That's crazy.
I could see that jump to like 2.5, 3.
If they beat JMU by 100, I could see it jump to like 5.5. Yeah. I think Oregon's getting way too much disrespect.
That would set them up with Indiana in the semifinal, which I think you would take, and that would be a rematch from last year's, the one loss that Oregon has.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've only lost to Indiana, and people are writing this team off like they can't win the
That's
Natty
a good
Chip.
loss.
Are you kidding me? That's the best loss in the country right now.
But Tim, my other bet is going to be Indiana to make the national championship. So right now,
Is it Ohio State
they
to win?
have
You got Ohio State winning?
No. So they have the winner of Alabama, Oklahoma, who I think they smack either way. Then they have Oregon, potentially Oregon. And then they're waiting the national championship.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And Oregon played the worst game they had in their school history.
Or it could be Tech. It could be Tech.
Okay, yeah, fair. But I still don't think Tech's.
My national championship pick, I got this at plus 600. Give me Georgia.
You're a big Georgia guy.
No, I wasn't a Georgia guy this year, and I think after the SEC championship game, I've kind of just like bought into what happened.
Oh, sorry, you cut out for a second. I hear you again, though. You're good.
All year, I've been fade Georgia, fade Georgia, fade Georgia, fade
recently,
Georgia. After the SEC championship game, I have bought. I saw it. This defense is finally like playing to its potential. Gunnar Stockton looks good. Give me Georgia. I'm feeling Georgia. Feeling Georgia right now.
I have one future.
So I think they're riding the hot hand. Who do you got?
I mean,
Oregon to win the Natty?
It's pretty obvious. The value there is insane. Again, I mentioned this earlier. They have one loss to Indiana, who is now the best team in the country. And you're going to tell me that is the reason they should write the ship off for them? They went into the whiteout. They took care of business in the whiteout, the most hostile environment in all of college football. And now you're telling me one loss to Indiana, but one loss to Indiana is going to put this team at a plus, 800 I got it at? I mean, come on. You're not knocking them out of the... They are out of the... But you can take 3 teams out of this whole playoffs. You take 3 teams out of this whole playoffs, you got to include Oregon as one of them has a shot to win the Natty Chip. I'm sorry for anyone else who thinks otherwise, but they're one of the 3 teams that has the chance.
You're mentioning a Penn State win where...
Before all hell broke loose, though, they were still humming at that point. It wasn't like...
But still, though, that win doesn't look as impressive as it does now. As you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but I know what you mean. It looks a lot more impressive then than it does now. But you look at what the situation they were going into. They went into the whiteout. They took care of business. They lose one game to Indiana, and now you're writing the ship off. Dude, Dan Lanning can come back and scheme like a motherfucker. I think this team's got a real shot this year. They saw what happened last year. They have some still seniors on the team who have matured. Now you have a guy in Dante Moore who's probably a top 10 pick. Run this team to the Natty Chip. Come on.
He's a top 5 pick.
Yeah, well, you never know. You
never know with the teams that have quarterbacks.
You never know.
Yeah, so we're gonna dive deeper into the bracket, possibly Monday.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to. Yeah, if it's Monday, whenever we record, we're gonna have to get into it.
No, but I'm saying though, just to find a
Monday. Call Monday.
Monday. We'll call it Monday. Yeah. So that's the playoff. All right. Moving on. What I saw. Shit. Sorry, I have to bet on UConn. Tim, what do you got? Go.
I'll start real quick. I got 2 today. Played a pickup hockey game with Jack Eichel's dad. That was pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was insane.
Pretty sick. Get on the ice with a guy wearing all Sabres gear that has his son's number on it, and people are telling me, "How do you know it's Jack Eichel's dad?" Come on, buddy. Come on.
Like, look at him.
Got Sabres gloves with 15 on them, and I go up and ask you. I mean, are you kidding me? You tell me you're Jack Eichel's dad. I think I'm gonna believe you. I'm not gonna say you're lying. I mean, what 60-year-old's lying about that? But that was
true.
That was pretty nails. And then the other one I saw was again, I mentioned earlier, but unfortunately Bo Horvat, little I think it's not torn, it's probably just a pulled hamstring, I think, but he's out for 3 weeks. Unfortunate for the guy who's 3rd in the league in NHL goals. He's been a workhorse for the Islanders, so hopefully he comes back soon. But yeah, to what I saw this week, it's been not a good week, but I've had some highlights, so those are the 2 highlights.
What I saw is BFAN. This is it. New schedule, so Tierney and Licata out, Carton and McMonagle in as Tim praises to the gods.
Who's mad about this? Those 2 were idiots. They were morons.
People are. People are.
Who are these people?
I know Tim's. I know. So are they still employed with the Fan, or are they just done?
They lost their slot. Done? I don't think they don't have a slot. So I think they're done because they moved what? They moved Evan and Tiki to 10.
Yeah. So it's 10-2 and then 2. No. So it's 10-2 Evan and Tiki with Marash, and then 2-7 is Carton and McMonagle.
And they gave what's his face on the Tiki? Yeah, Evan and Tiki.
Gower.
Yeah, Lou Gower's got his own night show. Yeah.
Lou Gower has the nightcap, so he's 7 p.m. to midnight.
Give him the what's-his-face's spot, the 2 p.m. spot, whatever that, Evan McPherson, whatever, is that what I'm talking about? Who's the...
Keith McPherson?
Not Keith McPherson. Was that The Yankees
Evan
guy?
Roberts?
No, not him. Who's the other guy? Oh, I can't think of him. He got fired.
The Yankees?
Too.
Keith McPherson.
Is he the 2 a.m. guy?
Yeah, he was the 2 a.m. guy.
Yeah. Go take a 2 a.m. spot. That guy was terrible.
No, he got fired.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Give him the 2 a.m.
he said
spot.
Do you remember what I said to you?
Oh, he needed a
remember
break.
what I said?
I saw the video.
Not that he needed a break. The video that Joe Toole sent us where he was like, I'm not quitting, I'm shifting. I was like, are you like Eric Adams?
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do remember that.
I wasn't fired. I'm not quitting. I'm just leaving.
He was probably the worst. Actually, it probably was.
Remember when Heyman like lost his shit on him?
I mean, I don't know if I remember it exactly, but I'm not shocked that it happened.
So funny.
He's a fucking idiot. Keith McPherson was an idiot. Again, like both of the BT Sal and Keith, they were terrible in the show. I mean, honestly, like those three guys were just terrible at what they did. You're gonna sit there.
Stop watching the
thing. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna sit there and shake your head and be like, "Wow, but this guy agrees with me more than anyone." I mean, BT and Sal were terrible.
Yeah. Oh my God. My Devils fan friend is talking about. Oh, I wish we got him. I was like, well, all that money you paid to Thanasis Hughes couldn't really help him.
I was just gonna say you got his brother locked up for fucking $9.95. He's making more than the other one, who's better than all three.
Thanasis. That's the best nickname ever. I saw that on Twitter.
He plays like it.
Thanasis Hughes. NBA Cup tomorrow. By the way, Tim, I have a predicament. I think I showed this to you. So I got a King of the Court bonus bet. And I put the $50 bonus bet on the Spurs to win the NBA Cup. And now they play the Thunder tomorrow. Wemby back.
We're pulling for him. Listen.
Yeah.
If anyone can do it, it's them.
I did say, too, I said, it was either Mike or you guys. Or no, I said to Mike, I was like, should I, like, if it's a Knicks Spurs final, like, what do I do?
You throw money on Knicks money line and you hope it hedges, because it was what, a King of the Court $50 free or
free bet, yeah.
Yeah, so you throw money on Knicks money line and then either way you make money.
Yeah, but I mean it's a meaningless in-season tournament, so it's not like
it's not meaningless to some people, you know. If my team won it, I'd be. You're telling me if the Knicks win the NBA Cup, you're not gonna be sitting here on the pod going, "We're the best team in the world. We're the best." You're lying. You're lying through your team. We don't win. Neither of our teams win anything, dude. I mean, that's the best.
You are right.
You know what we have? We have a Europa League Cup. That's what we have in like the past 5 years. Me and you.
Yeah, we do. Holy shit! Now that I think of it. Since 2015, if we count pennants, I have an American League pennant.
Like, yeah, okay, I guess I have one in 15 too, but like, yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I guess you can't take what you want, but yeah, I guess you know what you're right.
I have a pennant.
You're right. A Europa Cup is a pennant. It's not Champions League. You're right.
Not necessarily the Champions League, but yeah. How are they doing, by the way? I saw they won their game. Are they like in? I'm so confused on what any of it means because I lost interest in soccer.
You want to go Tottenham talk? I got to get my brother on here. But from what I've watched,
are we going? So we are going to that bar, correct?
There's not. It's 100. My brother's been texting me about it. That's not a question. We're going to that.
Okay.
We're gonna go watch.
So
that
we're
game.
going there. We have to keep in mind that the Rangers also play at the same time. So we have to like haul ass.
That could be a good thing, though. That could be a good thing. Because they're doing
what?
Well, just the overhaul of people leaving. It could be kind of empty in that area before the Duke game. You know what I mean? I don't think Ranger fans are going to be going to the Duke game, so we might be able to get there before everyone else does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
like
they're
sort
playing
of the area.
Where's Matt sitting? I mean, we could talk about this later.
We'll
Matt
figure
got
it
the
later.
ticket. Where's he sitting? Yeah.
I don't know. Probably about nosebleeds. I think he's just going to go with their shift fate. Dude, we're about to go watch our favorite soccer team play at a soccer bar that you've never been to. A soccer bar. You have no idea what that's like.
I've never been.
It is awesome.
Can I borrow your Tottenham scarf? Because I'm gonna be in Duke garb. Like that is not like without a doubt like happening.
Yeah,
I
have two, and I think my brother has
I
have two, and my brother has a jersey, so you could probably take the other scarf.
Beautiful. I just need to rep the scarf. So like
some James I'm gonna buy a James Madison jersey and fucking wear it to the game.
Are you representing? So you are wearing a James Madison jersey
Madison
the night James Madison plays Oregon.
I didn't even think of that.
Tim is rooting for JMU. Confirmed.
You know what? Let me just get a Harry Kane jersey so there's no problems.
I think there might be problems if you wear that there.
No, we still love Kane. We love Sonny.
Okay.
We love Sonny. We love him.
Yeah, I would assume. I think if Harry went to like the MLS, I think people would love him. I just think because he went to.
But he's the man. He's the best striker in all of England. He's the man.
He's
That's
one of
why-
our own.
That's why it's tough for me when I'm watching the World Cup and I'm just like, you know what, USA tied England.
With the World Cup draw.
There you go. I didn't even think of that. There you go.
Oh, we got a good draw. I think
Yeah,
we
we
got a good
did.
draw.
We're going to MetLife
Who's
for we're to the not to the game, but to the parking lot, right?
That's a plan, but I don't know how effective we could be with that.
Well, I'm thinking
that could be a disaster. That could happen.
Well, I'm thinking because my brother lives in Boca now. There's probably a train that's somewhat sort of in that area where we could just bring chairs and all the stuff in the train.
It's gonna be all fucking European people.
Yeah, but imagine it's a USA I don't even imagine
They're not going to the final.
Yeah, but imagine it's like USA England and we're just sitting out there and I'm
Could you imagine?
Pulisic from the corner. I'd be going crazy, dude.
How did John Mara get MetLife Stadium to be the
It's
final?
so funny too because all those memes where it's like the European mind cannot comprehend what the drive to MetLife is going to be like.
I'm very excited to see how Europeans navigate Secaucus Junction.
They're not going to make it to the game. They're not even going to make it to the game.
I don't
They're
think
going to
they
get lost.
Can you imagine the Garden State?
You're not gonna be able to move.
I just realized that. Well, I'll say this later, but I will be working somewhere in Secaucus. I just realized, if I have to work while they're at MetLife,
It's gonna be a mess.
I'm fucked.
Fucked. You're really
Yeah,
fucked. You're
I'm
really fucked.
Majorly fucked.
I mean, hopefully, I'm working sort of the same area at that point too. We'll both be fucked.
Yeah, we'll both be screwed. Yeah,
That will literally be
right.
probably the coolest atmosphere though in a parking lot.
That will be dope
because
it's
like
yes.
come on.
Because the last time the Jets haven't had a home playoff game in your lifetime. I think the Giants have had. Well, in my lifetime, I think the Giants have had one home playoff game.
I know, but thanks for reminding me, man. I've lived my whole life. I haven't got to see one.
A home playoff game.
Yeah, I don't think my dad's seen one. Maybe one in 89. I don't even know.
Yeah, so I haven't. I think because 2012, 2007. Oh, actually, shit. Sorry, I do remember. I did see a home playoff game.
Yeah, but it was a while ago.
And that was when Plaxico Burress shot himself and we got blown out by the Eagles as a 1 seed.
Got him 2 years after that. So
yeah, so we'll see. All right. Yeah. So if you made it through this hour 20, good for you. Yeah, we were at this for a while.
So, I mean, the first 30 minutes was me getting mad at the Mets, but that's not a shock.
Yes, not a shock to anyone. All right. So reminder: bar crawl, January 3rd.
Put it in those calendars. Time? Yeah, we'll reveal the calendars later. Oh, nah, we'll go down the line. We'll post it on the story and everything. We'll to the next.
Post it. Yeah. Once Tim.
When I am
Tim
done,
or I officially.
I'm all in on this, but I just got to finish this semester.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be promoting the shit out of it. Actually, you know what? I have these stickers.
You know what? If you do have those stickers, and we have people,
so I know I can't hear.
We have people come.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying when you have those stickers and we have people calling, come visit. We'll give us some stickers out. Everyone get a little sticker. Promote the brand a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Everyone gets a sticker. Everyone has fun. All right. That's going to wrap it up. That's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Be sure to like this video on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube. Be sure to leave a comment on our videos. Be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify.
5 stars?
5 stars only. Holy shit, that probably is insane. We will see you guys Monday. Quick turnaround. Monday episode. We're going to be giving our playoff predictions, whole bracket, and everything like that. So yeah, see you on Monday. Can't wait. 199. 2 more to go. See you later.